1594, Philip II partitions the Philippines among the religious orders.
Yup, we are talking about King Philip II of Spain, also known as Philip the Prudent, ruled one of the largest empires. His reign as Spain king began a golden age, a period of great cultural growth in literature, music, and the visual arts. The Philippines, a former Spanish colony, are named after him. And not to mention, he's a Gemini.
1594, the Philippines was a colony of Spain and part of the Spanish Empire. The country was divided into three main island groups: Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. The political landscape in the Philippines was dominated by the Spanish colonial government, and the Catholic religious orders granted jurisdictions over different parts of the country. Philip II, the King of Spain at that time, ordered the partition of the Philippines among the religious orders in 1594 to convert the native populations and establish control over the different regions. The reasons behind the partitioning of the Philippines among the religious orders in 1594 were to facilitate the preaching of Christianity and the conversion of the native population, as well as to establish control over the different regions. Spain has recently colonized the Philippines and was eager to convert the native population of Catholicism. The partitioning of the country among the religious orders granted each order jurisdiction over a particular region, allowing them to focus their efforts on converting the local population. This strategy of using religious orders as instruments of colonial control was a common practice of the Spanish Empire. The partitioning allowed the Spanish government to better manage the different regions of the Philippines and assert its authority over the colonists and the native population. According to the episcopal jurisdiction in the Philippines in the 17th century by Horacio de la Costa, a Filipino Jesuit priest, the partitioning reflected the specific skills, strengths, and talents of each order, allowing them to focus on their efforts on different regions where they could be most effective. The Augustinians were responsible for converting the Muslim community in the Mindanao, the southernmost island in the Philippines. Since Islam was the dominant religion in the region at that time, the Augustinians' primary role was to convert the Muslim population to Catholicism. On the other hand, the Franciscans' primary role was to establish a Catholic presence in Metro Manila and the surrounding areas. This involved building churches, schools, and other religious institutions, as well as teaching the native population about Catholicism. The Dominicans were assigned jurisdiction over the region of Visayas, which is the second largest island group in the Philippines, and was responsible for converting the native population of Catholicism. Each order has its own unique approach to missionary work, and their territory reflects that approach. This partitioning allowed each order to focus its effort on the region where it was best suited to perform its mission. The partitioning of the Philippines among the religious orders in 1594 continues to have an ongoing significance of the political, social, and cultural developments of the country. Its legacy can be seen in several aspects of the Philippine life, including the contributions of populations, the presence of Catholic Church, and preservation of regional cultures and traditions. So, whether you are a student, a researcher, or simply someone with an interest in history, I encourage you to explore the rich and the fascinating history of the Philippines. It promises to be rewarding and eye-opening experience that will not only deepen your understanding of the world, but also help you appreciate the rich cultural heritage of the country.